work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw on second down. Brenner firing quickly here, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Second and 11 now. Back to throw. Brenner. He finds his man, complete. That's Weber. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend, and nice chunky yardage picked up there.
On first down, Barlow. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Brenner. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Jaguars are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So a nice run right there, and worth mentioning their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence, but this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need it.
And to me, they definitely have that because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now Lawrence on first down. Flush to his, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Myles Garrett Able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you got someone to tackle him.
After the sack on first down, Lawrence. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
Hard. Hey, team 6. Hey.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
First and goal from just inside the 5.
57, Mike 57. Better freak. Let me know, right? Recon, 132 fighter. 57 to Mike.
Etienne. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now third and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Trevor Lawrence. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Barlow, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Brenner throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Shreds the tackle. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
To throw on 2nd down, Brenner buying time to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback. But the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get it. Chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Brenner. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done and for a nice chunk of yardage too.
Throwing on first down. Brenner. Pass incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 2nd down, Barlow. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Brenner. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this ride.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Brenner. And he comes back with one complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I thought he did a nice job there of reading the coverage and realizing he didn't have anything downfield. So what quarterback doesn't love having a running back who's a terrific safety valve that he can dump the ball off to and turn it into a big hitter anyway?
They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's complete. Okuebuna. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They go play action with Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
They'll run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Brenner. And incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he will find his man on the outside.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
No problem there on the extra point. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and forever.
Here we go, D. Mike 4. Watch the slant. Check 26, check 26. Hey, Charlie. Rock it.
Lawrence. Now he'll let this one go deep, right sideline. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Brenner. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Off the play fake. Brenner. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brenner. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Touchdown, Browns. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation. with your offensive unit and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Out. Protein spill.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Lawrence will throw.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
ETN once more.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
And now onto the field comes the Jags offense. They'll go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Throwing after the interception. Brenner. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Brenner. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Brenner. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jaguars,
They moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
and they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.